Should be live. Boy, it's been a while. It's been a while. Let's just pop out the stream chat. There we go. Okay. Bring that over here. There we go. Hi. Hi, Nick. Hey, Moonring. Sorry there's been such a delay in my live streams, Moonring. I know you've missed them. You're alive, I know. Hey, Dick's Pumpkin. What's up, everybody? Yeah, it's getting into summer over here, so you'll see me start to get like tanned and stuff, and also I've lost a bit of weight in the intervening time since last we spoke, so I probably look a little bit different. Hey, Derek. Hi, there is an Omnor. Hey, Visits from the Dark. Hey, the Mighty Moose. Hey, Ian. Hey, Heather. Yeah, finally caught a live stream. Yeah, the microphone. Mimic Mike, my buddy. Yeah, so today's stream is a little bit special in that I don't normally do this because it's a recipe for disaster, but I've got 13 different vending machine snacks from China sitting beside me here. I know what a few of them taste like, but I don't know what all of them taste like. And there's 3 up the top which are really nasty. So those are for super chats that are over $10 or more, and the rest of them are just if there's super chats during the stream. I'm going to open up one of these snacks and try it. Space hamster jewelry. No worries, Damien. Yeah, my dad joke on Twitter this morning. No worries, Comics Nut. Yeah, I realise this is it's not ideal time. It's about 10 p.m. in various places. Yeah, I think I did. It was probably more Chinese snacks as well. Yeah. From what I have tried of these, this is going to be an endurance test. Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I've done a mead stream too. I do have my mead mug. $11 for you, Moonhurst? All right, so what I was going to talk about today is I've got some upcoming plans. Oh, there we go. There's the first one. Hey, Ajay, would you consider doing a lore vid on Secular? He seems very unknown about the Demon Lords, plus the Waters of the Stygia are also rather unknown. Well, Secular is basically a gigantic shark, right? He's a demon shark. So he's about as scary as possible when you're actually in his environment. You're in this hostile, frozen water environment, and then there's basically a massive big shark about to eat you. Time for a snack. Okay. Okay, so this is vegetable circles. Vegetable circles. I've got the Google Translate thingy on, but my phone's just run out of battery. Here we go. Okay. Doesn't smell too bad. We'll give it a go though. Tastes like sweet, oddly enough. And I don't know why. Vegetable circles. So it's a circle and it's got vegetables in it. Fairgrounds. No, I don't have any plans to do any future big products, big Pockets products because I didn't make any money off those. So if you got one, congratulations. You've got probably the best silicone D&D playing surface in the world, and it's rare as hen's teeth, and keep hold of it. Okay, this is not too bad. Moving on. You need some finger limes. Like a snack in Riffs, North America, yeah. Nuke Cola. Muty Cola. Mmm. Okay, so I haven't broken out in hives or anything, so I feel okay. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. I think I got off lucky on that one. I'm going back for more. So, Dan, the mats are all sold out. The big play mats are sold out. There's still character sheets and the combat trackers. You can get those through D&D WoW. Where would I put Secular in the Demon Lord tier? Is he near the top? No, he's more like he's a lord because he's just so damn formidable, but he's not really intelligent or anything. He's basically just a gigantic shark. He's just hunger. Yeah, I hope I don't die on the stream either. Well, nobody's giving me any more super chats, so I guess I'll get away with it. Whew. Crazy workloads, Mark. Well, I've seen you comment on a few of them, so you're still around. They might have drugs in them. I'm guessing this is how they get rid of their industrial waste. They just put flavoring in it. Yeah, he's in the hill. He's in hell. He's in Stygia. So Stygia, he's in the ocean underneath Stygia, sort of. And at the bottom of that, so you have to get through his domain to get to the next hell down. So Secular is a major concern if you're going on a quest through the 9 hells. There are ways and means to get past it. Oh yeah, Hell of a Boss is really funny. Actually, the 9 hells combined with Acquisitions Incorporated's source book would be how you would do that, I would say. So Levistus could easily roll him if he wanted to. Yeah, he could. Like, he would be... Secular's like that. He's that demon lord that they've got in a pond, in a fish tank, and they'll unleash it if they need to. So if they're in like a battle of the Blood War and they need to unleash Secular, it's because they're in some sort of marine environment. They basically need to kill everything in an area really quickly. So that's the sort of thing that the Devils will use any tool in their arsenal in the Blood War. Nothing's off limits. Thanks, Jacob. Do I think Zariel's charisma and intelligence stats match her lore? Personally, I think the story of her fall is unbelievable for a being of 26 intelligence. Yeah, but I mean, even super geniuses have emotions, right? Oh, Kiddo Vash, the $10. Get away with things? Nah, not here, Sage. Okay, I'm going to go with one of the nasty ones, shall I? This is... It's got it written in English on the front here. Can anybody read that? Crab roe flavored sunflower seeds. I haven't tried these yet. Crab roe flavored sunflower. So this is the egg sac of a crab added to sunflower seeds. Like, that makes any kind of sense. Talking of aquatic devils, I'm about to eat the spat of one. This isn't a mic cover. This is actually hardwired onto the microphone. But I was planning on making some mic covers of a kind. In fact, I've got a lot of content coming up on my Steam store, not Steam store, my Spring store. So the one that sells the t-shirts and stuff, it has listed down below. That's going to get greatly expanded as we go forward. So don't expect to see things from me on Drive-Thru RPG and the DMs Guild and such. I'm going to be selling it directly. And also the prices are going to be very low. You know how my Patreon is only like $1 per month minimum and you get access to everything? Well, all of the items that I'm going to be selling on my my Spring store, hopefully, will be PDFs, podcasts, and videos, which are separate from YouTube. So you're not getting something that's like hidden on YouTube. You're actually getting a video file that you can download. That means it's not subject to all of the censorship and rules that YouTube imposes on content creators. That means I can put anything on those videos that I want. Think about the creative freedom. Okay, got to stop stalling here. And eat this thing. Here we go. Sayonara. Doesn't taste like crab roe at all. Okay, not bad. Yeah, crab roe flavor, not at all. Not even a little bit crab roe flavored. Barely even taste like sunflower seeds. They just taste like whatever they cook them in, basically. Okay. Whew. Good, because I've got quite a few of those. No, they're not too bad. They've got a strange meaty after flavor, but it's not a crab flavor. It's more like like you've opened up a stale bag of chips. That's what the aftertaste is. And that's fairly common for Chinese snacks. Kind of got a stale aftertaste to them. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh. Yeah, it's really hit or miss with the snacks cult in here for sure. How connected aspects would question about how connected aspects would be across different realms, e.g. is Bahamut's aspect aware of Paladine's name is invoked in Kryn, say by avoided. Yeah, that's a good point. So everything's connected back to the source deity. So the embodiment in the astral plane is kind of like the conduit, and all of the aspects would communicate back to that, and then they would pick up impressions of the rest of it. So yes, they are aware of everywhere where that is going on. Basically, one of the hallmarks of being a deity is incredible planar awareness. So they literally are the eyes and ears for everything. So deities are just monitoring everything all the time. They're really, really tricky in that way. It's hard to get away from their gaze. That's why Sigil, it's such a big deal that Sigil is someplace that they can't penetrate, but they still like infiltrate it with minions all the time. Hey, thanks, Robin. Hey, Keith, I'm good, thanks. That's a really good question, by the way. Different type of chaos question. The elemental chaos and the astral sea, lore-wise, have they been condensed into one, or are they distinct planes? They're distinct planes. Researchers sending me in circles. So the way it sort of panned out in 5th edition current understanding of the lore is that the outer planes and stuff like that have changed a lot. They shift and change all the time. With each edition, they come up with different iterations and different ideas of them, but they're all representational. So the elemental chaos is now back to being elemental planes, but it's all kind of similar in that they're connected. You can go from one to the other, but the primordial chaos of it is below. Say it's the low frequencies of existence. So this is planes of existence where life, the universe, the multiverse kind of stuck in one particular hardcore, like this is all heat, all rock, all air, all ice, all water, that sort of thing. So they are kind of dimensions per se, but they're really more like natural laws manifested. Yeah, and of course, most of the elemental planes is highly inhospitable to any sort of organic life. Only pockets of the elemental plane of fire, for instance, it's even possible for you to exist in them. Like the city of Brass is not a pleasant environment for a human being to be walking around in. The air is a toxic fume. It's very, very hot all the time. Don't want to touch anything, any surfaces, for fear that it's going to be red hot, that sort of thing. And they just don't, there's no safety signs anywhere. So yeah. Plus the inhabitants are Ifrit, and they're not nice. They're not nice. I hope I don't break out on Himes too. So far, so good, though. You guys are giving me good recovery time. It's Chittle Row. I wonder what that would taste like. What would a devil consider a snack? They don't necessarily need to eat, but they would eat as basically abyssal chicken. They eat rations, whatever they can gather and garner as they need it. But generally speaking, they don't need to eat. Hot wings, yeah. Konnichiwa, como esta? I would try and skip the whole snack thing with a ring of sustenance. Actually, there's no ring of sustenance in 5th edition. I just noticed the other day, which is quite a surprise because it was quite a big feature in several of my campaigns. And I always warn people, if you wear a ring of sustenance for too long, your internal organs are going to atrophy, and eventually you'll just have to turn into a lich because you won't be able to eat food. Oh no! Thank you for the super chat. Have you seen the 1 D&D magic separation? I made the arcane, natural, and divine distinction with a RPS system for counterspelling. Oh, and high-low magic areas for each type. Each type counters itself and one other. Do anything similar? Not really. I played through 4th edition, so this is just a natural return to the division between arcane, divine, and primal magic. As far as I'm concerned, it's a step back to what we should have had. What I want to see in D&D 1 is psionics get their own category and take them away from arcane, back to what they were before. Yeah, devil snack on soul food. All right, here goes. That was a big super chat, so it's going to be another nasty one. Should we go fish or should we go spicy? Silver, this is your choice. All casters should be prepared casters. Spellcasters? Yeah. Would you gain any benefits from trying to eat secular? No, don't eat demon flesh. It's very bad. I've got 2 bites for spicy, 1 for fish. Of course, Moonring would go for fish. Spicy fish are friends, not food. Silver, that's not an answer. Okay, I'm just going to go with spicy. Shall we go spicy? All right, spicy. Now, as far as I know, these are fruit snacks. They're labeled as fruit snacks. But I can see the chili seeds on them. And okay, so here goes. I mean, look at this. Does that look like food? Some kind, yeah, the 1 chip challenge. This could be the Chinese version of the 1 chip challenge for all I know. It smells like dried fruit. Okay, it's like fig. It's like spicy fig. Oh, the spices really hit you in the back of the throat. How bad is eating Mindflayer Elderbrain? Very bad. Very bad. Toxic, poisonous. You don't want to eat anything Far Realm related. In fact, the next video that I'm going to be releasing is on a creature called the Wisp. There's also another creature. There's all creatures from the Gates of Firestorm Peak adventure. So I'm going to be talking about that adventure in the video. Spicy prune is the best. It's not actually as spicy as I thought it would be. It's a little bit spicy, which must be almost nothing spicy for other people. Yeah, this is like devil's nad jerky. Yeah, figgy. Oh, the hell with it. Okay. Well, that leaves one left in the $10 or more category, which I know is absolutely awful. And that's the cod-flavored soybean curd. And that will probably make me puke, but we'll give it a go. When I tried it before, I couldn't even get it down. I spat it out. Okay, much more spicy now. Matt Colwell's Psionics. He's got rules for Psionics coming up. Nice. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I would just go with natural prunes and avoid the whole spiciness thing. I don't know why the chili's on there at all. It's unnecessary. Infusion of Sardior in Fizzbands may lightly signal a move toward more psionics. Emerald Gem Dragonborn presents an interesting option for Totem of the Bear Barbarian builds, Psychic Resistance. True? Yeah, I think we're all hoping for psionics, really, Robin. So, great one. Warlock would have psychic powers instead of magic. Probably a combination of the two. Remember, in old school Dungeons and Dragons, any character could have psionics. You'd basically roll a percentile chance for it if you wanted to, if the DM allowed it. So you could have a fighter who had psychic powers as well. And it's all about the devotions the amount of time you put into mastering a particular type of psychic power. The devotion. Yes, Antoine, I would say that's probably true. That prune's going to go straight through me and cleanse everything on the way, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's the trick. Yeah, psionics don't get enough love. In other role-playing games that I'm quite fond of, including Palladium, would be my main go-to secondary D&D game, or role-playing game. Psionics are really well handled. In fact, all of the powers and stuff are really well handled with their systems and things. It's mostly sort of point-by stuff, or it's run by points and slots and things, just like you would expect. But it's all done in a very understandable way. There's no mystery. Do psionics undermine magic? No, they're a complement to magic. Much like bardic magic is a different type of magic. It's song magic. So it's in this case, you're a mind mage, so you can do things that have spell-like effects. And also cross the boundary between arcane and divine type stuff. So you can do psychic healing, that sort of thing. Mind melters, yeah. Hey Kairos, happy birthday. Woot, Palladium, woot. Yeah, I mean, expecting me not to like Palladium is kind of crazy, considering that Palladium was my first paid gig in the gaming industry. I got an article published in the Rifter, so Palladium is always going to have a very soft spot in my heart, obviously. So yeah, putting chili powder on a fruit is a Spanish thing. That's what I was thinking. Do you think the power of the Elder Brains could take down Asmodeus from the Far Realm? No, because the Elder Brains suffer from the same problem that Asmodeus does. Arrogance. They can't band together because they all think they're the bee's knees. They think they're the only one that's got the right take on the multiverse. The towering ego of an Elder Brain is not to be underestimated, and certainly to be exploited. Psionics seem too space magic for me, in my honest opinion. If implemented, it needs to be unequivocally different from magic, otherwise it's just flavor. Yeah, true, CR Crush. CR Smith. Do you know of the eight-legged badger-looking monster from Radiant Citadel that eats metal ores? Yes, that's the Auram Vorax, and I've got a video on them. That's telekinesis, Kyle. The power to move you. The operator is really cool. Also, I would say the Techno Wizard is kind of a cross between Psionics and Magic. Oh no, Moonthirst. Nice to see you live again. A bit late for me. Catch up later. But before I go, an update from your Fraggle Rock conversion of any other project. Also nice to see you healthy. The Fraggle Rock thing is on the back burner because it's really niche and I never heard back from Jim Henson Studios and stuff. And because they are it's a very much active IP. They're just about to release a new series of Fraggle Rock. It's an international franchise and things like that. Maybe they got my email and they're taking their time to get back to me. I don't know, but I don't want to do anything on that until I hear back from them, if at all. If I don't hear back from them, then that's a pretty good sign of maybe I just don't exist in their worldview. Or maybe they're doing stuff and planning stuff, and I might actually get handed an exclusive right to make a Fraggle Rock RPG. Who knows? Who knows? That would be awesome. Because there's a lot of things. There's like if you've ever your memory of Fraggle Rock, I guarantee you, is not the complete picture of Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock is actually a lot more complicated, sometimes quite dark, and has got some very interesting themes, like the conservation themes and things, because they were trying to. The Jim Henson Company and the theory behind Fraggle Rock was quite unique for the time, and they're really quite innovative. Like if you watched Fraggle Rock in Holland versus Fraggle Rock in England versus Fraggle Rock in America, you're watching three different shows because the segments with the dog and the man were different in different countries. They tried to make those live segments relevant to wherever the show was being filmed or being shown, I should say. All the Fraggle stuff with the puppets was the same, but the actors and the dog were different to whichever nationality they were screening the show in, and they were teaching the art of diplomacy between competing different powers and things like the Gorgs and the Fraggles and the Doozers and humans. The human world were vastly different from each other, and they had to interact and communicate with each other because they were symbiotically attached to each other. Like all of them were reliant on water and stuff clean water coming from the world of humans. And that flowed through the world of the Gorgs, and the Gorgs believed that they invented everything and that their universe was the only universe and things like that. So it was really quite interesting. And in Jim Henson's original sketches for the Doozers were the stars of the show. And the Doozers had little things which were symbiotically in service and lived around them as well. So it goes smaller and smaller and smaller, like an onion shell. So it was really quite interesting. All right. Moonthirst. Oh, Kiddo Vash, thank you. Given the rules of Sigil and who or what can enter, where is the cutoff? I.e., when does a thing become ineligible for entry into Sigil because of its status? Also, enjoy that snack. Thanks. Basically, it's whether they have any divine status at all. So any sort of power, demi-power, godling, demigods can't go into Sigil, things like that. So yeah, Sigil. Here goes. This is terrible. Oh dear God. Okay. Help me. I don't want to eat this thing. Oh man. I'm going to psych myself up to eat this thing because I know how bad it is. Okay. If they made engine sump oil taste fish flavored, there it is. And somehow made it into a bland looking ochre jelly. This is what I imagine in the far, far future when we're living in vat farms. This is probably what they feed to Matrix and his Matrix victims in their pods. Recycled human filth. I don't know. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is disgusting. Oh. No, iron rations would taste better than that. Oh, that is a cod flavored soy snack from vending machines from China. Yeah, this is Soylent Green. This is what basically, I don't believe cod have got anything to do with that. I believe basically this is what they turn all of the bycatch into after they've finished raping the oceans. That's horrible. Some sort of prawn fart. Okay, there was another super chat, so we're going to go for a nice tasting snack. Here we have little strawberry jelly thingies. Nice and safe. Nice and safe. Oh, does the river Styx connect to the Shadow Sea? That I don't know. You got me there. Oh, yeah, I hope you guys got some Schadenfreude off that one, because that was torturous. Yeah, chose to eat it. What the fuck is a soy flavored cod flavored soy snack? Evil is the best word. Okay, these are all right. Basically, little strawberry jelly thingies. Mmm. Wash away the evil. In the year 2525, if man is still alive. Yeah, that's future food for sure. Man, that should go nowhere near anybody's taste. Name something from D&D it would taste like. Licking a chool. Hey, Mega Mr. Shepherd, you just missed me eating some sort of horrible Chinese snack food in the form of a cod-flavored soy curd snack. It's actually stinking out the entire room. That's right up there. That's not as bad as stinky tofu. If you've ever tried stinky tofu, you'll know what I mean. Stinky tofu is that times 100, and you can feel it as it goes through every single part of your digestive system. And then when it leaves your body, there's a visible sense of relief on anybody. It's horrible. Oh, thanks, Robin. Yeah, Fraggle Rock was really quite cool. All right, let's go for... This looks like a dried noodle snack. Here we go. Why do you hate your cat? What do you mean hate my cat? I don't hate my cat. Yeah, this is just dried noodles. I don't know what flavor it is. It's got I think that's a carrot. No, it's a wok growing out of grass. I don't know. Here goes. Oh, I'm not going to give it to my cat. Are you crazy? No. My cat eats fantastic. My cat eats better than I do. Spicy. It's just noodles and chili. Ha. Yes, there are many Tarrasques. There is a Tarrasque homeworld in the lore of Spelljammer. There is only one Tarrasque on the world of Toril, according to the lore. I don't know, Sia. They've never been described greater than there's a Tarrasque homeworld somewhere. We've come so far from the cheese tastings. I know. Oh, thanks, Joe. Just wondering, since the re-release of Spelljammer, is there any way to make crazy space mech suits out of Spelljammer helms to revamp ship combat? Yeah. So I was getting around to doing a video on the Witchlight Marauders and the big giant space mechs that the orcs and the elves were fighting each other with. So yeah, we'll get around to it. Actually, Bree eats potato chips. When I'm sitting here eating potato chips, she'll come and eat a potato chip. But otherwise, she's extremely fussy. So she likes salmon, she likes kangaroo, and turkey and chicken and stuff. Sometimes she's only got like 3 or 4 different foods that she really likes. She does like freeze-dried whole baby king salmon, and she has salmon-based little kibble, I think you call it, dry cat food. Because I don't like her eating any grains or anything like that, because cats are abject carnivores. They should not be eating grains. They should not be eating vegetables of any kind. So if you ever have any cat biscuits say the goodness of grains, cats don't eat grains. They shouldn't eat that stuff. Okay, so these are, what are these? I don't know. These are beef beans? Something? Some sort of beanie thing? It looks like something that's been left on a shelf or a window shelf. Or it looks like a baked bean. It looks like a cannelloni bean. No, not a cannelloni. No. A kidney bean? Some sort of a bean. Here goes. Really hard. It's like a weird meaty tasting bean. Again, it's like they cooked it in really old cooking oil. Why do they do that? Why do they always cook stuff in really old, icky oil? It gives everything like this industrial waste taste to it. It's just gross. I mean, I know new cooking oil is expensive, but God. No, that's awful. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. This is from an area of China where they generate all of their money. Basically, the Silicon Valley, where all of the Shenzhen province, where everybody goes to work and make all the 3D printers and stuff that we all buy. Like the majority of all of your role-playing products and stuff that are made in China are made where these vending machines are located. Yeah. Hey, Richard. Yeah, so with the Blood War, I'm getting around to doing stuff on the Blood War. I'm sort of started into it. Hey, Moonring, thank you. Could a Bronze Age human civilization next to an Industrial Age elves make sense? Also, if the elves were in flying cities, make it even more sense. Yeah, probably even more sense if there was a physical separation between the one and the other. Kind of like the Eloys and the Morlocks, where the elves were the holier-than-thou advanced civilization, and they keep the humans in a reserve kind of thing. Like they're like the Federation, not sharing their technology with the humans because they don't trust the humans' aggressiveness and things, and their short lives make them hungry for power. That was one of the things that was kind of a theme in. Oops! Hey, we've got a bot. Mm-hmm. Let me just get rid of that. Bots, man. I don't normally get them. But when I do, I deal with them. There we go. How do I ban that? There we go. Gone. Oops. Sorry, Sky. I accidentally... Sky Ainsworth. Oh, sorry. I accidentally deleted your message. Hi, Sky. Ooh. You can have them have their ham, eggs, and spam. It doesn't have much. Could Santa Claus show Asmodeus the meaning of Christmas? Yes, he could. Yeah, the sundering. So yeah, in those latest videos where the sage is sort of exploring, having a conversation with the devil and the blood war and that sort of stuff, that's sort of, yeah, I like that story. It was difficult. That video was difficult to create because of the whole mechanics with the loops and that sort of thing. I was really pondering like how to make temporal mechanics something which is easy to implement at the table. And essentially, it comes down to just keeping detailed notes of all the actions of the player characters and NPCs, which is relatively easy because you're doing that sort of stuff on paper most of the time anyway. For one day it snows and all the nine hells and everyone stops fighting. Yeah, that'd be great. What do monks do when they astral project at their monasteries? They go to different places, like, for instance, get trained by the Githzerai. I enjoyed making that video, so that was great that it was well received. Hey, Ruby. Yeah, Krampus would definitely be some sort of I mean, there's no reason why another being couldn't grab a minor devil and turn them into an aspect of themselves or a demigod of some kind. So Krampus kind of fits that scene. Santa hires adventurers to help him deliver a lump of coal to Asmodeus. Why are we talking about Christmas? We should be talking about Halloween, right? Okay, another snack. Oh, this one. What is this one? This one is... It's got flowers on it, which is always a worry. No English on the label whatsoever. Interesting how they got their date. They got the year, then the month, and the day. I think. Strange. All right. Okay. It's a pink flower type powder chunk. It smells like very stale milk powder and strawberry. This basically smells exactly what we put on possum traps in New Zealand. Okay, give it a go. That milk is stale as hell. Ooh. China. Stale milk is not a flavor. Rotten milk is not a flavor. Strawberry flavored rotten milk. Okay, so this is a bad milkshake.
that somebody's left in their car for a week and it's dried out and you scrape the bottom of the thing. That's what it tastes like. Ew. Why would something with flowers on it be so nasty? That's fey food. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Whew. Hardcore. Wow, that actually made me sweat. Whew. Yeah, that tasted foul, rotten. Oh, that's the ISO standard. I should have known that. Blech. Yeah, Bree's on the stream. She's in her perch. She basically hangs out there most of the day. Keep me company. Blah, blah. Hey, Sir William. Do you ever run homebrew D&D sessions that people can join, AJ? Yes and no. They're generally organized completely separately from my YouTube stuff. So it's people that I know and their friends and things like that. I don't generally run like open games for anybody to join. And like I had to give up my last campaign because I'm just too busy with making the YouTube stuff. So, you know, it's a sacrifice. I know. One of your nicknames is opossum. This is not opossum. These are marsupial possums from Australia that were introduced to New Zealand, and they have no natural predators here, so we have to control their population. Rotten milk is not a flavor. Laughs in Slavic cuisine. Okay, C.R. Smith. Good to know. Avoid Slavic cuisine. Yeah, I can never leave the Fae party now. About snacks. All right, I'm probably due to do another one. This is I believe this is called a spring roll, but it's just a dried snack rolled into a little tube. Hopefully this is like the vegetable rings and is kind of edible. Ooh, that's an interesting question. My face is pale, no doubt. Yeah, I'm probably dying. Yeah, that's what happens when I break out into a sweat. Like that literally was so bad, my body was reacting to it. My face went pale. That's scary. Okay, here we have spring rolls. Cheers. Really hard. Okay. Okay, this isn't too bad. Again, slightly industrial aftertaste. Basically, it's like a puffed corn snack with vegetable stock powder on it. Bland. That tastes like if you picked up some old potpourri and put it in your mouth thinking that it was a snack at a party, but it had like vegetable stock spilled on it, so you were mistaken. I don't think technically it's actually a food. Crunchy flavoring. Yeah, spring rolls are not supposed to be hard and crunchy. Hey, Carlos. Talking of AI art. First of all, we should start calling it stable diffusion art because that's what the algorithm is called. It's not an artificial intelligence or an alternative intelligence, which is another word that I've heard for it recently, which I quite like. So it's not actually AI in any way. It's just an algorithm which causes disturbances, pixelation of the artwork, and then repairs it. So yeah, it stems from image enhancement software, and they figured out that they could just get it to make new images for them. Probably the most interesting take that I've seen on it is all of the reactions from the art world and the art industry that we are seeing at the moment are exactly the same as the reactions that the lace industry had to the machines that started making lace instead of hand making lace. And they said that the machine would never be able to simulate the complexity of lace. No. So just go back and look at the history of lace making and also the Luddites and stuff like that, and you'll see an exact parallel with what the art industry is currently going through, which is the 5 stages of grief over a tool. It's kind of funny. I mean, I feel for the artists and things who are currently feeling these emotions, but like all of them who are attacking AI art are very much on the wrong side of history. And if they just go back and look at the lace industry, they'll understand that they are and hopefully move on. But yeah, I am making use of AI art for sure, because they're just like, if I want to find an image of a beetle knight riding another beetle, for instance, I can't find that anywhere. Nothing. There's no artwork of it anywhere. So I have to make artwork of it. And yes, I can sit down and draw it. In fact, I will, just to demonstrate that I can. But I'm using a tool because it's available to me. Just like I could also draw, but I could also use Microsoft Paint or Photoshop. You know, but get your average Photoshop artist these days who has never used oil paints, who has never done sculpture, who's never done batik or all these other different techniques. And can they say the same? Can they sit down with all those traditional mediums and reproduce the same art? If they can't, then how are they any different? How are they any different from somebody who is ripping off traditional artists using AI software as far as they're concerned? They're not. They're not at all. I don't use Photoshop. I think it's a horrible system to use, and it's way, way too expensive. So, yeah. Yeah, AI is just a paintbrush. It's just a paintbrush. I work in the game industry. I use the latest tech. This is a horrible take. What is Cranky Smurf? Which take? My take? As an artist, I disagree with you. As an artist myself, have your own fucking opinion. I don't care. Take your opinion and keep it to yourself. If you're not paying people who are making AI art at the moment and also somebody who's paid thousands of dollars to artists to do cover art and stuff like that, then you don't. Then yeah, I'm talking from a position of somebody who is actually somebody who pays artists and things, right? So yeah. I've been on both sides of the coin. The Terminator cometh. Do we need a new version of Chainmail and War Machine for 5th edition? Yeah, I think we do. I mean, 4th edition had really good with the Frostgrave, the skirmish game. That was really good. So I think 5th edition could do with something like that. Well, Cranky Smirk, you're more than welcome to not support me or any of my stuff. If you see me using AI artwork, you're quite welcome to boycott me. Go ahead. That's your right as a consumer. Do you fear the possibility of machine death, AJ? I don't know what you mean. Also, the people who are coming at me and saying, oh, well, maybe AI will be making your videos and doing your scripts and things like that. Hardly likely. It takes a long time to, yeah, we disagree, Cranky Smith. That's okay. I mean, it'll play out in time, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going into it ethically, right? So I'm paying artists, people who have got skills to make really good artwork out of this stuff. I mean, yeah, sure, anybody can pick up the AI tools and stuff and get them to generate stuff, but they're going to have mangled faces and their hands are going to look like tentacles and stuff like that. It actually takes some skill and learning to learn how to use that software correctly and well. And that, because it's a skill, means that it is a bankable. That means that you should be paying people who have learned and put in the hours to do it. I mean, I've been putting out many hours, but there's people who are much better at it than I am. And if there's skill levels involved, then it's a tool, right? Same as anything. I'm a much better sketch artist than a lot of people who are much better at Photoshop than I am. So Photoshop, as opposed to pick up a pencil and do what I do, they can't. They can't. So who's better? Neither. They're just artists with different tool sets. Also, I can do sketch art and then I can do sculpture. How many people are doing sculpture these days? It's an entirely different sort of field of something. But I mean, 3D printing came along and that hasn't destroyed the miniatures market like everybody thought it would. It's a fantastic complement to it. And also the files that we make for 3D printing can be translated into 3D software generating stuff. Oh, by the way, my Tilt 5 augmented reality system is over here on the table behind me. I might be setting that up and showing you what it looks like at some point. Do you think people will keep playing 5e after 1 D&D comes out? Yes, they will. Yeah, AI is just like these algorithms are just tools. They're just tools. Love to see AJ eat a flour, bean curd, cod, habanero snack. Okay, what's up next? This one, red thing. These looks like these are either chilies or tomatoes. I think these are the cherry tomato ones. It smells like tomatoes. Okay. Do they think tomatoes are a fruit in China? Because this tastes like somebody's taken a tomato and put it through the maraschino cherry process. It's oddly nice. Yeah, tomato treated like a fruit. Dried tomato fruit snack. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, tomatoes are a fruit. But you don't put them in a milkshake. Yeah, not bad. I think I like this because it's very unprocessed. It's basically just a dried something or other. Sweetened cherry tomato. Not bad. Yeah, like because it's a tool, you use it in collaboration with other things. Like you generate the image. Like you would draw an image, then you would feed it into an AI image generator, give it certain styles and things that you want, particularly if you can't be bothered coloring it, and then spit that out, throw it into Photoshop, fix up all the occlusions and errors. Bingo. It's still your artwork, and the AI generator was just a tool. Tomatoes are the same family as peppers. Yeah. And also poisons. What else we got? Another noodle snack. This one's red. The other one was black. Let's go with red. Oh, there's the bot again. I thought I banned you. There we go. Another spam bot. Must be the time of day, eh? Because this is like heavy live stream time. Whoa. Smells like dried noodles. I really am not a fan of dried noodles. Hi, Brian. It's funny seeing you guys from like Discord chat popping up in this chat. By the way, if you ever want to talk to me one-on-one in a chat, go onto my Discord server. Again, I don't know what flavor this is. It's just noodle flavored. Dried noodle snack. Here's another dried noodle snack. This one's green. This is probably the one that's going to kick my ass. Smells like chicken. Chicken flavor. Chicken noodle flavor. We've got one snack left and then live stream's over. Can we get a super chat for the last snack? Yeah. The noodle snacks just like are really bland. Eventually the bots will evolve sentience. Well, depends what you mean by sentience. Hey Moonring. Oh, that's got to count. Bronze Dragon for 20 months. Thanks, bro. Hey Stanchscape. Oh, you're here. This is Tianjin flavor crispy twist. It comes in a tray. And it looks like somebody deep fried churro dough in old cooking oil. Even smells burnt. It smells burnt. Literally smells burnt. It's hard as a rock. Thanks, Brian. This is for you. This makes me sad. This makes me sad that they eat this. There's nothing really good out of all of this. I'm never going to China. I would starve to death. Ugh. No, Morgan, it does not. It's just that the idea that people eat this for fun. Like, they don't have chocolate. It's got some sort of seed in there. I think it's a sesame seed, but there's no sesame. Like, you can't taste it at all. It's just a burnt tasting brown powder that tastes like old cooking oil. It doesn't even like taste like a cookie or anything. It's not sweet. It has no natural flavor. None of these got any natural flavor apart from the prune and the cherry tomato. That's about it. Wow. Thanks, Morgan. Oh, just... Yeah, if anybody wants to send me something that's a box of snacks that's not from China, please, please do. I'd love to try Mexican snacks. I'd love to try American snacks. I'd love to try Canadian snacks, British snacks, Czech Republic snacks. I don't know. Robin, you're talking about somebody from New Zealand, and you expect me not to know what mountain oysters are? I've eaten goat ball soup, buddy. Goat testicles and onion. Only once, but I have done so. I've also eaten stinky tofu. I'd try some Dutch snacks, for sure. Deep fried sadness. There it is. This is deep fried sadness. This is depression in a little tray. I'd try some Taco Bell. I think I have tried Taco Bell. We don't have Taco Bell in New Zealand, but I'd try it for sure. No, I tried some really good burritos over when I was in LA. Pretty much lived on burritos when I was in LA. Hey, you never know. I might end up coming over and staying in the States for a while. Interesting story. My brother recently was deported from the States because he was using one of their temporary ESTAS visas thingy-jiggies. And apparently, depends on which airport you go through. If you go through LA airport, for instance, LAX, they basically just breeze you through because the traffic is so huge that they just sort of stamp people and send them through. Not the same in San Francisco. They're very, very serious in San Francisco. And there's a lot of people with guns in San Francisco airport. Hey, no, Sir William. I thought it would be interesting to share my experience of trying all these different snacks with you, and just basically combine it with a bit of super chat fun. You know, keep it interesting. African snacks. Do they have snacks in Africa? I'd imagine it's a lot of carbohydrates and protein. You can't eat fried food, Colton? Well, yeah, I'd stay the hell away from China. There's an Indian snack that is just a fennel seed covered in sugar. I'd try that. So what my brother's doing is he's going to Canada instead, and the people that he was going to visit in the States are going across the border from Canada to the state, from States into Canada to visit him. So we're getting around it that way. Plus, I have most of my relatives. The relatives that I have over in that continent are all in Canada. I don't have any direct relatives in America. But I've got several in Canada that I can go visit. And I probably will. Can't send me beef jerky. Yeah, no, you can't send meat snacks and stuff and any sort of unprocessed fruit or anything like that will not get into New Zealand because we're a primary food producing country. Cherimoya, custard apples. Is it custard apple? Yeah. Custard apples can be nice, but cherimoya can also be really horrible. You got to get them just right when they're just underripe. Feijoas are a New Zealand, I know that we have a fruit called a kiwi fruit that we send over that you just call kiwi, but in actual fact it's kiwi fruit is the proper name of it. And those are based on Chinese gooseberries. So they're a type of fruit from China that we produce in New Zealand, but it's actually a noxious plant weed that we kill off whenever we're not producing it. But that's not New Zealanders' favorite fruit. No. Feijoas are. So you will, like a New Zealander, you put a kiwi fruit in front of them, they'll be like, meh. You know, you put a feijoa in front of them and they're outside of New Zealand, the reaction will be priceless. It's like, where did you get hold of a feijoa? And they'll reverently slice it open and admit, it's ridiculous. They're essentially a pineapple guava. But they look like a boring little green fruit. Don't look appetizing at all. But oh man, you either love feijoas or you don't. There's no in between. One of these days, Mark, we're going to have a feijoa feast. You live on Vancouver Island. Nice. Yeah, we're not called Kiwis after the fruit. We're called Kiwis after the bird. The bird is our national animal, and we call ourselves Kiwis. Because Kiwis eats shoots and leaves. It doesn't actually. It eats insects, but still, it's funny. Yeah, I'm not interested in dried kiwi. In fact, I would, no. I've never tried jackfruit. I should, considering that it grows around here. Anyway, it's time for me to go, everybody. It's been great. Didn't really talk about any of the stuff I was meaning to, a little bit. But hey, that's live streams for you. Yeah, jackfruit are huge. Also, there's some really huge citrus varieties as well. Oh, sorry, Gino. Do you know any good stories you could narrate for a vid on Demon Lords going on one-on-one with Archdevils in legendary fights? No avatars, one-on-one. Ooh. Also, thanks, Morgan. I've run out of snacks, by the way. No, not really, but I can certainly research it for you. Yeah, I can have a look and see if there's anything on it. Demon Lords and Archdevils going at it. No. There's been, it's more sort of story based. I can't think of any big sort of set piece battles where they've gone one-on-one against each other, because they're mainly like the focal forces of battles, particularly Demon Lords are the center of the cyclone. So yeah, it's like screaming hell of demons tearing and rampaging, and then it goes quiet and you're in the center of the cyclone because that's where the Demon Lord is, and it's gone quiet because they're absorbing all of the rage and power. So it's like it's eerily quiet. Boom, boom, boom. What's that sound? Yeah. I have eaten crocodile and I don't like it. Anything that can go a year without food, you shouldn't eat. Okay, everybody. That's it from me. I'll catch you again soon. Hopefully sooner than the last live stream. And watch out for more videos coming up, particularly the next one on an aberration ecology that I quite enjoyed. So I'll catch you later.